In the early stages of a plant's life cycle, it's going to try to put on lots of leaves. It's going to grow its stems and branches. This is called the vegetative growth stage, and it's when we apply our FPJ and our FAA. Here, we're coming alongside the plant's natural life cycle stage, and we're giving it a specialized aid. This is a gross simplification, but during the vegetative growth stage, a plant needs nitrogen and growth hormones along with other unique compounds found in FPJ and FAA that facilitate leaf and stem production. As the plant begins to transition to flowering and then fruiting stages, however, other nutrients become essential and nitrogen stops being as helpful. If you were to continue applying your FPJ and FAA to your tomato plant, let's say, later on in the season, once it's developing its flowers and fruit, you might actually limit its ability to produce its fruit because you're continuing to facilitate leaf production. Then the tomatoes you do get might suffer from blossom end rot, which is a common indication of a lack of calcium. So instead, as the flowers are about to start bursting open, we take out the FPJ and FAA and we cycle in WCP to give the plant a nice boost of ATP, which is the plant's energy currency. You may have heard of ATP if you're into physical health and nutrition. It stands for adenosine triphosphate. So the phosphorus comes in and it helps the plant to move sugars through its body, and it facilitates budding and flower production. That calcium will also help with flower production, but it's most needed when the fruit starts popping out. If you can imagine as a plant suddenly holding on a bunch of extra weight, your stem is going to need some additional support. You also may have eaten a mealy tomato or an apple or something that often benefits from a firmer, crisp texture. A really mealy texture could indicate a lack of calcium. Think of calcium as the bones, the structure. If you were to take all of that out, it would be a soupy mess. Your plants want calcium as they're producing their fruit. So to recap, for your general maintenance spray, you can apply this weekly. You're going to start off the season with your FPJs and your FAA. And as you move into the flowering and fruiting, start with WCP and transition to WCA. LAB can stay in there the whole time. And I'll say typically in a true KNF maintenance spray, you're also going to be applying these with a little bit of brown rice vinegar. Some people say to always apply FPJ with vinegar, 1 to 500. And you'll also consistently apply OHN, or Oriental Herbal Nutrient. It's in the maintenance spray. This one is a bit more complicated to make. You can check out our video on that if you're interested. If you only want to stick with these ones that we went over today, that is totally fine. You always want to do tests before you change up everything completely in your garden. Use these responsibly and don't commit fully until you feel like you kind of understand how they work and you start noticing the differences in your plant's growth for yourself.